We all have a relationship with this thing we call the universe. And when I hear the word relationship, I always have to laugh because, like many of us, I'm sold that one fairy tale idea of what a relationship is or should be. And as I've grown and pondered this idea of what relationship is, I am comfortable with knowing that relationships are about growth. Period. That's what they're for. They are for growth. Not only are they for growth, they are for your personal growth. Every relationship you have had is responsible for the beautiful specimen you are right now in this moment. But understand, as beautifully packaged as that sounds, let's remember that growth often does not feel good. It's outright painful in most instances. Really, if you ask a tall person, they can tell you about their painful growth spurts through puberty. Doesn't feel good. I am ready to sing my new song. Think about that. We have many songs we get to sing through this thing called life. Some are about being sad, some are about being happy, some are about being silly. And after a while, we each develop our own personal favorites of these many songs we get to sing. Now, I'll be honest, I am still very much a child at heart. I like to be silly. I do not like to be serious ever. I don't even like to plan anything. It really irks me when people expect me to, but guess what? I also get to grow and be something different than what I was yesterday. I think all of us have these moments where we struggle with our own growth. I don't think it's just me. I think many of us, when it is time for us to grow bigger than what we are used to, we do not like it. Everyone's laughing because they know it's not just me. See that? We all do it. Yet, when we come across someone who's fighting with their own growth, we also get annoyed, don't we? Now, here's what's funny, because we can look at this thing called life itself as a tragedy. When we were in mama's belly, we didn't even have to feed ourselves. Everything she ate fed us first. It was wonderful. And then one day, nature said, it's time for you to grow bigger than what you know. And here you are. And I don't know about y'all, but I have been angry ever since. That's why I understand when a child is crying like that. For some reason, I can understand when a child is screaming its head off, and I can have compassion for that child. But understand, we are all children forever in the eyes of God. Which is why oftentimes we too get to cry that same way. Sometimes metaphorically, and oftentimes exactly like the child. And we want compassion when we cry. We want compassion from the world when it is our turn to throw that tantrum. Yet when someone throws theirs, how do we feel? I learned very early in New Thought that everything is about love. It's either a call for love or an expression of love, period. So when I see a hateful human being, as much as I want to give in, as much as I want to have that dance with that person, or I'll show you, I have to remember the times in my life where I was hurt and I was living from that hurt. Anyone in here ever had a heartbroken before? Awesome, right? Oh my goodness, heartbreak. There we go. Remember how that heartbreak felt? I don't know about you, my first heartbreak, I vowed, like, oh, we were in trouble. I'm never going to feel this way again. Yeah, right. What about anyone of a particular group attack your character because you're an appeared person of a particular group? Everyone ever had that experience? I have. And it's easy when we have these experiences to hold on to them like they are our true reality. But what they really were opportunities for us to grow bigger than how we see ourselves now. And that's frightening. I like the little compact version of me. I like the safe, easy, predictable version of me. I like that version of me. But when God says, guess what? Just like the universe continues to expand, you get to continue to expand. That gets frightening. And outright, I'll be honest, it annoys me because I was comfortable, God. I didn't feel like moving right then. And I think we all get irritated when it's our turn to grow. I think we do. Now, there's this expression that we say in the hip hop community, especially here in Oakland, and that's keeping it player. Getting out of your feelings, keep it player. Well, what you doing all that for? We don't need to keep it player, homie. And we are all players in this game called life. Every life, even if you are not aware of it, you are a player in the game of life. Now, do you want to advance in the game or do you want to stay at the level you're at? Nobody wants to do those first few moments of karate class because you got to wear that white belt. Everybody knows you're a beginner. Everyone else is doing that cool stuff with the punch bag. They're doing, those flipping kicks and spinning all around the world. And you get to sit there and just do rolls all day. And flip, and you're wondering if you're getting anywhere. It's annoying because you want to get to the level they're at. But we get to have compassion and patience with ourselves in order to get to that level. And here's the beautiful thing. When you get to the black belt level in whatever thing that you are pursuing, you get to have compassion for all those white belts who are watching you and learning from you. Oh, you are a black belt to somebody, trust me. There is something in your life that you express so beautifully, and someone is watching you and taking every note. Now, another thing about this thing, compassion. A lot of people may believe that it's letting the other person off the hook. Take advice from one of the most selfish people you know. Compassion is a very selfish thing. It is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. I'm somebody who does not like drama. I do not like drama. Listen, I do not like it. I don't like confrontation. I do not like drama. If it requires us to have a conversation about it, I'm going to run every time. I was just playing PlayStation. No. I know that's not realistic, but that's how I feel. And I want someone to understand that about me. But in order for me to do that, guess what I get to do? I get to understand all the things about you that may irritate me as well. What a beautiful dance. We all want to be loved unconditionally. We all want compassion, but who is going to be the first to show that compassion? Who's going to be the first? When I say this, I see myself having an argument with myself. And I want to fight myself. My other self is trying to be cool. My other self is trying to look, come on, man, I don't want to fight you, homie. What are we doing? And I'm like, no, get up right now. We fighting. And I'm trying to fight this person. And you know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm fighting me, I'm saying, be peaceful. Be peaceful. But it doesn't work that way. If you want peace in your life, guess who gets to be peaceful first? That's why that song is important. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Now, if you watch the news, like I know all of us responsible Americans do, you know that more than ever, we need compassion in this world. Yeah. People are afraid. People are literally afraid and acting that fear out. But if we decide in this room right here, which has enough love in it right now to transform the world, if we just decide to live our lives with a compassionate heart, we get to transform all of this. I despise math, but I love the concept of life it has given me. And that is that every problem has a formula that you can solve it with. There's a formula for every equation. Trust the math and apply the equation. Be love. That's it. Be the love that you are looking for. Just be it. I promise you, you will see it everywhere. Not all of us accept the growth that life is calling forth. It's frightening. Do you know how amazing you are? You are literally God in the flesh. That is frightening for most of us. And I can have compassion for those who run from it because I've done the same thing. Oh, no, 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 God, you want me to be that? I'm going to run. I don't know where I'm running to, but I'm going to try. We've all done it. Every last one of us has done it, and when we see someone act it out, we get to forgive them and love them through it because it's frightening. So what's someone to do for me? Okay, Luchan, it's okay. Hold my hand. You're still going to be amazing, though. I know this is frightening, but we're going to get through. That's what I really want. But I'm from Oakland. I ain't going to tell you that. I'm going to act up, now aren't I? But that's what I want. I want someone to rock me like a baby because I am terrified. And I think we all want that. Who is willing to be the first to show that compassion? You know, I realize now that when I'm holding grudges, what I am really doing is attacking that part of me that I am having a hard time forgiving. That time when I wasn't as loyal as I could have been. That time when I wasn't courageous like I want to be. That time when I was just an outright coward and I ran and left people hanging. I have a hard time forgiving that part of me. And so because of that, if I see it in someone else, that's my opportunity to not pay attention to me. I get to attack you as if it's not a reflection of how I feel about myself anyway. I get to attack you and pretend like all those things in me that I wish was not there, I get to act like they do not exist because I'm attacking you. See, I'm really realizing now that when we attack people viciously like that, all we're doing is revealing how we feel about ourselves anyway. But the one who keeps it player, the one who says, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, I forgive you. That's the one who was ready to sing that new song. Don't you get tired of singing the same boring songs? Don't you want a new hit? Don't you? I want a new hit. Don't you want a Grammy on this piece? Let's get one. But you gotta be willing to sing a new song. You gotta be willing to hit different pitches. You gotta be willing to go back to the voice trainer and be told what you're doing right now, ain't it, homie? And I'll be honest, nothing on this planet is more fragile than my ego. But I want to sing, and I want to sing beautifully. Life isn't always going to sing the song to you as beautifully as these do. Sometimes it sounds like that alarm from that Purge movie. Not all of you have seen it, which is good, because you don't need to. Sometimes it is a scary alert blaring in the ears of your consciousness. That's real life. And we allow ourselves to elevate higher than what it is that we are afraid of in this moment. That's when we turn that alarm. It's the most beautiful song you've ever heard from us. But the first thing we get to do is accept ourselves the way we are right now in this moment. Can you do that for me? Because if you can do that, that means you have enough to do that for me when I'm not showing up that way. I want to be loved that way. But we can never give the world what we do not give ourselves first. So do me a big favor right now in this moment. Close your eyes. Think about those times you embarrassed yourself. Think about those times you've disappointed yourself or someone else. Think about it right now. Smile through it right now. Hug yourself if you need to. Rock yourself back and forth. All that was your growth process. And if failure is the prerequisite to success, then all that means is that you are on the right path. Namaste. I love you, Home Truth. Oh.
All right, let's give some love at Luchan. And we are going to do some more singing about the face of God. And I think that relates directly to what you were just saying. Yeah. So, based on what Luchan just said, I don't want anybody to look at the lyrics up there, so don't even post the lyrics.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So we're gonna have you stand and we're gonna do this community walk around. We're gonna do this with this song. And the words are, you are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. And then we will lead you with other words instead of face of God would be the face of love, the face of peace. So what Luchan just said is we're gonna try to keep coming to back when we're in our angry zone. No, somebody's gonna be out there saying, you are the face of peace. So you're gonna walk around, you can be singing it if you know the song, but otherwise you can just, be it. So sing it and look at each other's eyes.
Well,
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. Father of my being, you are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are for me. You are the face of God. Love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are the part of me. You are the face of God. Let's do one again. You are the face of God. You are the face. I hold you in my hands. I hold you in. You are for me. You are the face of God. Yes, you are the face of me. You for me. You are you are the part of me. You are the face of peace. You are the face of peace. I also let you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of peace. Joy. It's a Yes, Lord. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are the part of me. You are the part of me. Yes. You are the face. love, love. Look at all the beautiful faces that God's showing up as today. Thank you, but thank you. Let's thank our, let's do some more love. Here and Suzanne and Luchan, because if you think about it, it's all one message. Just has different components. Just keeps coming at us, making sure that we understand that we are the higher light and that we have to wake up to that. And that we have to know that this is our song, that we are the face of God singing our song with compassion as our compass. It's all, do you get that? That it's all one message and it's all one container. And it's our turn to know this and share it with the world. That just hit me. That just hit me. I couldn't keep that to myself. I'm sorry. Because that really it just all came together and all spoke to me. And because we have such a powerful message, it falls on us to get the message out. And that takes knowing the message, it takes living the message, and it takes giving of ourselves to that message. And there's many ways to do that. Just being here is one way to do that. Opening our hearts is one way to do that. Opening our minds is another way to do that. Opening our voice, whether in song or in words, or sometimes even in silence, is another way to do that. And sharing of our resources is yet another way to do that. Because we know we live in a certain kind of economy, and it's run a certain way, with a certain kind of, we don't barter anymore. We use the green stuff, so we share it. And one of the reasons we do that is what I just said. But the other reason we do that is just as important, which is what we focus on grows. What we circulate comes back to us, heaped up, pressed down, and overflowing. And if you don't believe me, and you don't have to, but I do invite you to practice it. In fact, I'll be here every Sunday re-inviting you to go through this ritual and practice it again. Not just because we want to have our lights on and our sound system and all that good stuff, but because it benefits you even more than it benefits the home of truth. Can I get an amen? Because this is not always popular. It's not always understood. But I've been practicing it for years, and it has worked for me. Or I wouldn't be up here telling you, inviting you to do that. I've seen nothing but growth, and we all can too. So there's different ways to contribute. I'll go through this briefly because we have some slides. Up on the slide is our website. It's got a green button that says donate. Our website is www.thehomewatruth.com. If you want to make a check, please write it to Home of Truth. You can put it in the basket when the basket goes around. You can put checks and cash in our locked and secure mailbox if you're in the neighborhood. Many ways to practice this important ritual. And so I'm going to invite Nancy to come up because when the basket comes around, while we sing our song in just a moment, even if you're giving a different way, participate in this ritual by exchanging some energy with the basket. You can put some energy in, pull some energy out, wave your hand over it. You don't need to touch it, but just understand that this is the energy behind the principle that I just described. And so we want to connect with it. And while we're going to do that, we are singing an original song. And it is called, let's see,
I know I'm blessed. So hold on, Nancy, till we get the beat going. Once that beat's going, you can get going.